What's up everybody, my name is Mo, and today I have a very fall looking book haul video for you. I've got all my gourds here, and there's some here, and I got this Venom mug, which I've yet to use. It's kind of gross because look at it. Like you're holding on to his tongue, which is kind of nasty, but at the same time it's really cool, so. Today's book haul features 5 books. 3 of them are novels, 1 of them is a graphic novel, and 1 of them is a comic, so let's get into them, shall we? Of course, we will save the best for last and do the 3 novels last because they are the ones that were released last month. So first I'm showing you my graphic novel, and that is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. This graphic novel is absolutely 100% amazing. If you haven't read this, you need to go read it right now. I know I haven't talked about it, but I've already read it. I need to review it on Goodreads still, but I am going to give this 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. This was amazing. Every page is gorgeous, every page is amazing, every page is absolutely perfect. Noelle Stevenson wrote and drew this whole thing. It was originally and is a webcomic that she was posting online, and it got published into this beautiful book I am holding right here. I got this because I really wanted to support Noelle Stevenson. Her art style is so gorgeous. I mean, just look at it. How do you not want to look at that art style all day? Which is what I did when I read this book. The next thing I have to share with you is a comic, and it is Black Widow Volume 1, The Finely Woven Thread. I have also already read this one, and it was so good. This comic is written by Nathan Edmondson, and the artist and who did the cover is Phil Noto. The cover itself, first of all, is really cool, and then the back is like her running away. This was also really amazing. I loved the Hawkeye cameo in this. It was freaking hilarious. Black Widow is one of my favorite characters on the Marvel side of the superhero universe, and she's my second favorite Avenger, and she's amazing and I love her. Anyway, but this comic is really good. I suggest you get this one too, especially if you like Black Widow, or if you're one of those comic lovers who loves like singular superheroes kicking butt that aren't superpowered. You know what I mean? I don't know. The art style for this comic is really interesting. I really like it. I did read this and I loved it. I don't know how many stars on Goodreads I would give it. I'd either give it 4 or 5 probably. I don't know if it was like amazingly good, like 5 stars worthy, because I feel like I need to stop giving things 5 stars, but I just love too many things to not give them 5 stars. The next book I got is one of those new novel releases that came out last month, and that is Carry On by Rowell. I know On is covered by this Target sticker, which I have to get off eventually. I have also already read this, and I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads because it's amazing. If you don't know, Rowell wrote, oh wait, I actually have it. In case you are unfamiliar with Carry On, Rowell wrote Fangirl, which is about a girl named Kath. She's right there. Kath is a fan fiction writer, and she writes fan fiction about Simon Snow, who that is one of the characters in Carry On. Did that sentence make sense? Not really. Originally, I thought it was her fan fiction, like Kath's fan fiction that she wrote in the story, but now I'm kind of unsure, because if you read the back, it says like, this is what Rowell would do with the characters, but so it's kind of like both. It's kind of like Kath's fanfiction plus original story that Rowell wrote. It's very confusing. What's not confusing is that the story is amazing. It's so incredibly good. I don't know if you would have to read Fangirl before you read this. I would suggest it because it makes the characters a lot more meaningful, I think, for me, since I really loved Fangirl and loved Kath and what these characters meant to Kath. But you don't have to, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm sure you could just read this. There isn't that much that you would need to know from Fangirl, I think. The characters are amazing. They're so real. It's so funny. This story is funny. If you want a funny book, read Carry On because it's hilarious. Okay, now the next 2 novels that I have to show to you, I have not read yet, so they're more like an actual haul instead of like I've already read these and I'm already in love with them haul. The first novel I have to show to you that I actually haven't read yet, that I'm actually truly 100% hauling, is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 1, The Sword of Summer. This is the new mythology series by Rick Riordan, and it's about Norse mythology, so like Thor and Loki and Odin and all those people, except not like the Marvel version of them. If you don't know, which you probably do know, especially if you're on my channel because I talk about it literally all the time, Rick Riordan wrote the Percy Jackson series, which are always over there always. Rick Riordan wrote the Percy Jackson the Olympian series and the Heroes of Olympus series, which are about Greek mythology, and he also wrote the Kane Chronicles, which are about Egyptian mythology. And so now we have Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, which is about Norse mythology. I'm really excited to read this. Rick Riordan is probably my favorite author of all time. I don't know if their parents are like the gods. I really like that. I don't know if he'll do that again in this book, but I really liked that part. I kind of missed that in the Kane Chronicles series, but that's okay. Anyway, this looks really good. I think it's gotten a lot of like praise. I haven't really heard or seen anything like people like, oh my god, it was great, or oh my god, it was bad. So I don't know. I'm excited to read it though. It may be too early to tell. Because I got mine at Target, I got like some special limited edition poster in the back. I'm gonna try and take it off and look at it right now. This is so scary. I really don't want to rip either the book or this. Okay, I got it. So this poster says Magnus chases his guide to the 9 worlds. And so I assume this is gonna be like a map. Ooh, it is a map. Oh my god, this is so pretty. This is really gorgeously illustrated though. And then there's, look, an eagle! America! This takes place in Boston, by the way. Magnus, not this, obviously. These are the 9 worlds. But Magnus Chase takes place in Boston, which is kind of weird. I used to live near Boston. I don't know how I feel about that. Of course, right at the end of me filming this video, the lighting got so much better. The next thing I got is kind of shameful. It's not kind of shameful. It's a little bit, a lot of it shameful. But I couldn't help myself. Okay, so I got this. I know. This is Twilight, the special 10th anniversary edition by Stephenie Meyer, because it was the 10-year anniversary of Twilight a while ago. But then on the other side is Life and Death, which is Twilight Reimagined, also by Stephenie Meyer. And if you don't know already, I don't know how you wouldn't know, because it was freaking everywhere, but if you didn't already know, Life and Death is Twilight Reimagined because all the genders of all the characters are switched. So Bella is a boy, and her name is Bo, and Edward is a girl, and I think her name is Edith. I can't remember right now, sorry. I haven't read this yet, and I really want to read it. I've read all the Twilight books, and the first time I read the whole entire series, it was like in middle school. I don't know why I read them in middle school, especially Breaking Dawn. That's not something you should read in middle school, but whatever. I read them all in middle school, and I really liked them the first time I read them. And then I read them again, and I was like, maybe those were not the best pieces of literature I could have read, but I have very mixed feelings about the series because honestly, it was one of the first YA series I read. It's not the first, but it is one of the first. I think technically like all the Sarah Dessen books were the first YA books I read, but I cannot remember. This is the, you know these things, right? Okay, the first line, when Beaufort Swan moves to the gloomy town of Forks. Okay, I legit thought Bella's name was Bo, not Beaufort. That just makes me think of Buford from Phineas and Ferb. I'm sorry. Is that how you say it, Beaufort? Okay, when Beaufort Swan moves to the gloomy town of Forks and meets the mysterious, alluring Edith Cullen, his life takes a thrilling and terrifying turn. With her porcelain skin, golden eyes, mesmerizing voice, and supernatural gifts, Edith is both irresistible and enigmatic. Okay, I know you're probably like, Mo, you wanted this book. You who talks about keeping YA novels in check and being good books and having strong female characters and not being bad. Why would you want this? But I can't help it. I need to. I'm so curious about it. And you're like, you just gave money to her. And I'm like, yeah, I know I did. I'm sorry. But I had to buy it. I had to know. I'm really excited to read this. I want to read it. I wonder if she changed anything at all or if she literally just like went Control F Bella and then changed it to Bo. Or if some things changed. I'm interested. I hope some things changed as well. I'm really excited to read it, okay? Don't judge me. I'm really excited to read this. I know you're already judging me, and anyone else who bought this, but that's okay. So these are all the books I bought, and I have read that one, and that one. Don't know why I needed to reiterate that, but I did. The ones I would recommend you get the most that I've read. Definitely get Nimona, definitely get Carry On. I really hope you enjoyed my book haul. I know it's kind of small because there's only 5 books. And that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up if you did. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the stuff the YouTubers say, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye! Like, I'm gonna get... wow. Can you tell I haven't done this in a while? Well, yeah. An artist, I've been following her on Tumblr a while ago. Whoa. You can't tell me anything that's bad about it because I won't believe you because I love it. I'm gonna go eat some food. Bye.